Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Barndo. It's been a couple of days since I put a video up. Obviously I was pretty excited about getting into the patch myself and the update, and I was up till 3 AM this morning. There was a couple of hot seat fixes and all of that as they tried to get this patch settled. I think there's still a few bugs in the patch, but Supercell will be working their little butts off trying to get it fixed. And from what I've seen so far, I just reckon this update is pretty fucking awesome. So many different things to look at. I've done a bit of gemming myself. I've got I used half a big boy bag of gems. What I do like is the spacing was kept the same. I think with the outside spacing, I was talking about my old stump garden. What's funny though is they've gone 3 deep on the border, so people can start growing those bigger trees, or you can do double stumps, or extra things in front. So hopefully the old stump garden gets a little bit more growth now. What that will mean for everyone involved is it's more gems. As you've got more open space for things to grow, you've got a higher gem rate. So I will just point this out. I've never actually shown this in a map before, but see how I've got 1,338 gems removed, obstacles removed. If I look at my Barndo 81B account, this account is actually 2 weeks younger than my main account. So as you see, it's just a clean skin map. And if we have a look at the obstacles removed, is 2,127. So we're looking at about an extra 800 obstacles removed over the space of 2 years. So that just equates to a shitload more gems. So if you're going for something like I am with my old stump garden, no dramas, if you want to maximise your free gems, then clear everything. That means all your little pimples, get rid of those, all your trees, all of your special bits and pieces, just get rid of them. For the update so far, I've gone to 11. I've got my old Grand Warden at 6, and I've had a bit of playing him farming. Obviously working on my buildings, and I gemmed the lab to get the old witches going. I'm not going to worry about gemming those. Got the old whiz tower there, cannons over the top. I haven't started my eagle laser yet. 4.5 million at the moment gold, and that's quite a chunk. He's 8 million for that. So I mean, the hero's 6 million elixir, and that starts at 2.5 million per upgrade. Similar with your heroes, 12 hours, 1 day, 1.5 days, 2 days, etc. Your wizard towers are the old 8.56 million to upgrade, and your storages are 2.5 million to upgrade. So, I mean, from what I've seen, the amount of loot available now in Town Hall 8s, 9s is absolutely amazing. I'm surprised you're getting million raids in 8s quite frequently. You're not getting absolutely smashed on defense if you set up a decent defending map. So for me, it's just been a stellar upgrade so far. And like there's a bit of whinging on the forums and all that kind of stuff with the personal timer breaks and all those kinds of things. So obviously there's going to be a few bugs along the way, but people will get used to it, and Supercell will fix up whatever they need to. So for me, the Grand Warden seems pretty cool. I've mucked around with him a fair bit, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a live attack for wars, and I'm going to go through my first live with the new Grand Warden. So for us, they haven't done that super on us. I mean, they had a pretty rough queue as it was, and myself, Dion, we both gemmed out Town Hall 11 just to get the new toys. So I mean, they're already all 2-starred. We've got 1 3-star number 8, which is by Dave. The rest of the bases are all dead. I'll bar that Town Hall 8. Obviously that'll get polished off. So we're all mucking around now, trying new things, just practicing. So I mean, Dave got the 3-star and number 8, and I will show that in my war wrap up. But for a base there, it's a pretty old standard central town hall with your big walk base. So it's just a silly map. I don't think it's a very good base for non-max defences, so he got in there and he smoked it, and he doesn't have anything extra bar, of course, the Dark Elixir spell. Got some really good attacks to show. I'm going to show now, not now, but that one I'll show in our war wrap-up, because it is quite an amazing attack to see now with your extra spells and stuff is, like I've sort of said beforehand in my talkings, was I do think it's going to make it a lot easier now. We've got that extra Dark Elixir spell. It's a little bit annoying to have to build it, or it's good to have like a donator account with those built as well. So we've got those in our clan, so we'll work on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to go too hardcore. I'm going to go for base number 6. Rhett 2-starred this yesterday. It's not a max base. He's still mixing into 9/Town Hall 10 defences. So maxed his Infernos and Expos, only the level 2 on the one down the bottom there. But I'm going to go for a bit of a Queen walk and follow it up with a ground force with me Warden. So what I'm really impressed is they did nerf the Queen healers, but they're not dead. So what I'm really excited about is they didn't completely kill the Queen walking with this patch. So yes, it's made it a lot harder. You need to monitor and all these kinds of things, but if you Queen healer walk for Dark Elixir in general play, it's still a viable farm army from what I've seen. So I'm still not 100% which way I want to walk with this, but with the way the blowers are facing that way and that way, it's kind of painful. So I'm going to start down here and walk clockwise. So I'll probably use 1 or 2 whiz, probably just the one, because there's nothing that's really going to shoot the whiz down here. I mean, obviously you've got this cannon, so I'll start my Queen somewhere around the barracks and start my wizard shooting that first elixir collector to get that second one, and herd that Queen up so she's going clockwise. Outside of that, I want to start my golems. I've got, I think, let's have a look, 4 golems, 1 pecker. I'm going to start 2 golems down the bottom here. I'm going to jump those into that corner. I want those defences dead fairly quickly. The king won't do too much. The clan castle is going to go to the Queen on the left. The king won't touch me at the start, but then I'm going to wall breaker. I've got 6 wall breakers to get in there. I hope that wizard tower doesn't give me too much grief. So I'm not entirely sure if I want to split 2 through the wall there and just risk the other 4 is probably what I might end up doing. But either way, I'll get 2 golems in there and then jump into the middle. So I've got 2 jump, 2 rage, 1 freeze. I've got 2 poison. The reason I'm taking 2 poisons, 1 for clan castle and then possibly 1 for the Queen if she's giving me grief, or to just use on my skellies in the midfield. So I didn't watch the replay from Rhett last night. He told me it should be a hound in clan castle, so let's hope that that's right, and let's go for it. Double check my army. I've got 3 hogs. I do like to have a few hogs at the end there. Only got a level 3 poison in the clan castle. That's going to have to do. Looks set. I've got 8 wall breakers. 2 are going to be for the Queen, and I've got the barbarians just to chase some fire. Let's go. Alright. So I did say I wanted the Queen down first. She's only going to take 2-point defences at a time. Need that wizard to move along there quickly. Go, Wiz, come on. Here we go, that should push the Queen now. Good, getting that air defence. Move along, Queen, nothing to see here. That's it, good girl. Come on, turn in. That's it. Nothing major there. I might put down a whiz. That'll help. Righto, let's get into these golems now. Queen's going to start coming down. We'll get this first rage out and get that going. Now I've got my freezers available, got a haste available there. I am going to save that haste. I'm going to pop out this freeze. Let's hopefully save a bit of these whizzies. Get that freeze on that queen. My queen's taking a bit of direct fire. I've missed the chance to be able to get that golem on the bottom there to back him up, but I might take that. Queen's now right. Oh shit, there was a bloody spring trap there. Righto. Still got my ability. Didn't use it for both the queen and the warden, so oh, there was a good chance I probably should have popped it. You see, right there, if I had have popped that, I would have saved all those barbarians and the DPS would be huge, so I might pop him out now. And she's all you wrote. Alright, so not a super hardcore base. You hear me opening up another device there. Smashed it, absolutely annihilated it. Heroes are all up, golems are all up. I didn't check how much time was left there. Yeah, so that's my first live attack. I'll just double check the time there. Under 3 minutes still, so obviously you've got the extra time. We'll just put that in 2mo. Pretty low base. It's an old strategy. That's roughly an army I would have used before the patch. And, you know, as you can see, queen walks aren't dead. I was only really taking 2-point defences at a time there. And they will eventually work a queen down, but she's obviously going to be killing them. So, pretty simple. So what do we got? The golems came out. In they go. Other golems. I didn't like that golem with the clan castle giant patting there. Good, very good herding there. That's caused those golems to hit the midfield, which is exactly what you want. Probably could have popped the ability there, saved some health. Probably wouldn't have been a bad idea then as well, because the ability would have actually caused the queen to be able to back up heal. And that's it. Pretty simple raid. That's the big central town hall open walk base. They're just going to get absolutely smashed now. So that's only a level 6 warden. There's no extra troop levels or anything like that, or clan castle didn't get bigger. We didn't get more camps or anything like that. So that's just basically with one extra dark elixir spell and the other one. So what I'll do now is I'll pause. I do have an attack build on 81B. I'll chuck that out and we'll watch me attack that number 7. Alrighty, back again. So we just see there 4 hours 29 minutes. I've just spent the last half hour building my next army on Barndo 80. Coming back for Barndo 81. So what I'm going to do with this, as you said, it's a pretty poo base. We are seeing this more and more where you've got a lot of poo defence town hall 10s that are going for the attacking power, but this bloke's just got no real idea by the looks of it. Heroes are up there out of the way. There's a Tesla in all 4 compartments. Oh shit, what was it? It was a hound in the clan castle. That could cause me dramas. I was going to go all ground and just ignore it, but we'll deal with that. Giant bombs. There's one giant bomb there, one in there, I think one in there somewhere, one in there. So I haven't seen them all, but basically I'm going to earthquake, and I'm going to earthquake around those 4 defences, because what I want to do is knock out as much hit points off that single laser as possible. Have I got a freeze? No, I've got no maxed out freeze for this account. They did change freeze, which is pretty cool. It's now 5 seconds for level 1, so that's worth thinking about now. But I'm going to earthquake that. I'm going to wall breaker in there, use a couple minions to do some herding, and queen walk down the side. Blower's not going to hassle me. So I'm going to queen walk down the side. That'll pick up enemy queen, enemy king, hopefully. Earthquake to get in the middle with the ground, and then jump to get out. Pretty simple plan. Let's hope it all goes to plan for me. 4 healers again, so going with the healer walk, and my witches are only level 2. Why is that? Alright, I'm just going to pause and get these witches changed over. They should be max. Alright, they're back again. So I've got level 3 in the clan castle now. I was pretty excited to try the level 3s. Otherwise I was going to take a max P.E.K.K.A because the Tesla there wouldn't have done too much damage, and I would have paused if it's stuck on the single. So now I'm ready. I've got myself 6 witches. I need to make sure my golems are spread a touch. I'll probably walk a golem in that side just to cover those defences and get them away off of the witches. So a lot of movement in clan we've seen today. A lot of movement. 4 minions. I need to start a minion down here. Minion there. What's the range on that? Let's get into it, eh? Two poisons. Well, I've got 2 poisons. 1 for the heroes and 1 for the clan castle when that comes out. Let's go. Alright, let's get a minion down here. That'll hurt that side. Let's get a minion down there. I might even go 1 there, get that down out of the way. Minion up there, I'm going to get my earthquake. Blower, forgot about that thing. Alright, let's get the old earthquake out. Shit poop. As you see, I've missed my earthquake, so I'm going to have to reevaluate where I do that. Put my old queensy down, get my old healers in. Now that queen's going to aggro there. Good, good. That's both those. A little bit disappointed about that. So I'll go 1 in there. I didn't bring any wall breakers. Oh, shit's looking unreal for Barndo. So I'm going to have to jump there. That's silly. What's happening to the queen at the moment? She's getting a bit of a pounding. Pop that king early. Queen's still copping a bit of a pounding. Queen's going to drop. And that was a very poorly planned raid from Mr. Barndo. No wall breakers, no real use for that hound. I was never going to kill that. I held on to too many wizard. Yeah, 61%. At least I get the loot, and I'll have to make that back up off my next raid. Alright, just going to pause again, and I'll show the second replay for Barndo 80. Alright, here we are for the number 3 attack. I'm going to be attacking number 4 this time. And just to have a bit of a play and get out there, as you see again, the pretty shitty walls. I'm going to try a totally different army. I'm going to do a queen walk and use a king with a few whizzies to kill an air defence. I'm hoping the queen's going to kill 2 air defences. And I'm going to start the queen here, push it inside this part of the base, walk it along there. I'm hoping that blower doesn't pay too much problem to me. I've got a spare rage if I need it for the queen. I'm going to push the king in up the top here, and got quite a few wall breakers spare. So the king with a few whizzies there should hopefully get rid of that air defence, and I'm hoping to get 1 or 2 of those defences that are going to factor in towards air. And the main thing I want to do as well is to split the sides, just to cause my air contingent, which I'm going to start from the left hand side there and push into the middle. I can double freeze those infernos, I know that is a definite, and cause this bloke some serious grief, I hope. So I've got 2 freezers, as I won't be going anywhere near those infernos with my queen at the start, and who knows further on down the track. So hopefully the queen peters around here somewhere and she knocks off any remaining defences or anything like that. But I know it's just pretty standard base. It's got Teslas in the middle. I've got 1 hog to draw the clan castle and pull that over towards my queen. So I'm probably going to need 1 wizard or 2 wizards there as well. And yeah, that'll be a bit slow and painful. So I probably will end up needing that rage. So I've got 1 poison. That poison's going to be, I know there was 2 ground skellies in the middle. I don't know there was 3. So yeah, let's see how we go. I'm not putting a lot of weight into this attack. I've had a bit of a think and a bit of a chuckle, and yeah, hopefully I don't stuff it up. So let's have a look. 4 healers. I've got, as you see, 2 rage, 2 freeze, 3 haste, and I've got the 1 clan castle poison. And the warden, I'm going to be using him to assist my air part of the attack. Just want to see how he goes in there. Actually, I do need to go and change him, I guess. How do we do that? Let's go click on him there. He's flying. Bit of a flying cloak. Pretty excited. Hope I don't stuff it up. 1 bad attack's enough for a replay. Alrighty, starting with my queen, then my king, then my heir. 3 phase to the overall attack. And I guess it all determines on how well the queen goes. That extra half a minute, this is where it's going to come into your bigger attacks. And when you're versing Town Hall 11s, I do expect, you see the little wing on the warden down the bottom there? But yeah, I do expect coming into these Town Hall 11 and bases, to avoid this eagle laser thing, you're going to want to be doing phased attacks. 23 loons does seem like a lot. The old Barndo's ticking and thinking. 4 should be enough. Let's go. If I stuff it, I stuff it. It's all learning. Right, oh, lock it in, Eddie. Oh, look at that scroll bar, that's a bit painful. Righto, let's get the queen going. Alright, so that opens up the door nicely for the queen. Good, there's that air defence. Now, hopefully she goes towards... Bugger. That's painful. Alright, that's going to be a little bit annoying. Alright, let's get this king going in. Now this is where I'm going to struggle. I've only got the 2 air defence and I've only got 2 hounds. So king's out, queen's going to split that side. So going to lose me queen. Yep, there she goes. Well, it's pretty disappointing. Lost me queen. As you see, the walk, so still viable. I did question myself then, should I have used 5 healers? I think definitely yes. I let myself down with the queen on queen, and then obviously late on my rage for the queen. So if I had have left her alive, if I didn't use 2 wizards, lots of what ifs in this game. Poor old warden, didn't have too much effect there. I don't do a lot of these kinds of attacks, but it is definitely good to keep your mind open to new possibilities. Saw the double freeze there. That was zoomed out as well, so there's that little sweet spot on your town hall. I will replay it just so guys can see it. That's why you see sometimes they move that Inferno one space away or from the town hall or up. Healer's alive. Oh, a bit of disappointment there. Trying to race shine to 1,000 stars, that's not going to help me. Let's repeat this. So it's a good starting spot for the queen. I didn't expect to get the enemy queen so quick. You see it gets that air defense now. If that was just 4 healers, yeah, that was bad luck there. If that was just the 4 healers, to get all of that 4 healers is a huge, huge benefit. But unfortunately as well, that one archer peeled off, and I was a bit slow with putting the wizard up the top there. I should have come down the bottom, killed that archer, and then let that wizard walk up. There's no rush on that hound. I had plenty of time. By doing that, that only left me 1 wizard for up here. And those first 2 wall breakers peeled off to the left. That didn't help my king get in there, so I needed him to push in. So you see I've got 4 healers on. I'm getting fired at by 2 archer towers, 1 expo, and they do still hurt. It's just that touch too late on that rage. Now we see the warden come out. You do see I split the loons off on the side. That's to get the hurting effect. And then you see those loons push to the middle. Nice rage there to try and save me loons. Probably didn't need to raid that early. I could have frozen. Around there probably would have been a better spot to have been using that. Everything's going off, buzzing, getting attacked. That's it. You see the range on that warden is just huge. Once he gets to level 20, of course, he's going to have a shitload more DPS. I think he's only around 60 DPS at level 6, so he's just doing just that touch more than 2 archers in damage. So it's not huge, but you're going to find in lots of wars he's just going to get you those few percentage points. But that's it. I'll make a video out of this and upload it. As always, hope I've helped. It's new content, and get on board, get excited, level up that warden and start using him in wars. Other than that, clash on.